Hello, Tiz. Looks like you have a new sub badge. Looks nice. Thank you. Thank you for the 3-month streak. I appreciate it. How's it going? Well, we'll get your video game up in just a minute. It might be a short stream today because, I don't know, I'm feeling kind of tired. So I might just do an hour. We'll see. I spent way too long working on my VTuber model today. But it's looking good. It's almost finished. I just need to get the software to rig it up. Are you excited to see the model once it's finished? Once it's all rigged up and once it's added? I know I am. Like mentally planning where I'm gonna put it in each space. All that fun stuff. I'm starting to run out of real estate in my stuff. All right, give me a second. I'll get us on over to our game. Okay. That seems slightly off-centered again. That's because it is. 1 second. There we go. Much better. I don't know why it went off kilter like that, but looks much better now. Let's get on back into the game. Okay, so the last bit that we did was poor Crow. He found out that April's gone. So now we gotta find him and talk to him wherever the heck he went.
A round table? Check. Chivalrous knights? Check. Magic? Check. That's right, this would make for a great theme restaurant.
Okay, let's see. Where would he go? I wonder.
Shepherd, leader of the rebels.
I wish I could have been more
I wouldn't want to get
helpful
on her bad side.
and inviting.
She scares me a bit.
If I'd known.
I understand. You have to be cautious.
There's much I'd like to ask you. Much I'd like to learn. But with Kian gone, my workload has increased twofold. Perhaps another time, when we're both not so preoccupied.
I'd like that.
I don't know what your mission is, but I have a feeling it's important, and that our destinies are entwined. We shall speak again, Zoe Castillo. When the winds have quieted, the clouds have parted, and the grass on the Great Plain stands straight and tall once more.
Thanks, Shepard. Oh, there he is. There's our crow.
I'm so sorry, Crow. I thought you knew.
It's fine. It's not your fault. I just can't... I can't believe she's gone. But I sort of knew, you know? I felt it in my heart. And that final time we were together, it wasn't like it used to be. It was weird. Like too much time had passed and we drifted apart. I should have known it wouldn't last.
How can you ever know something like that? He's not alone in feeling that. How can... You never know. You can't know.
Maybe you can't. Were you there when she...
I witnessed the whole thing. But should I tell Crow that? Perhaps better to avoid the topic and get him thinking about other things.
Should we be brutal or vague? Be nice? So what, vague? Because if we tell the truth, he's more likely to trust us.
I witnessed the whole thing. But should I tell Crow that? I was there. I saw it happen. I tried to help her, to save her. I know I was supposed to, but I... couldn't.
Not your fault. Bad things happen. People die. Life goes on. Anyway, did I help with, you know, the rebel thing? Did they believe you? That you're not a spy?
You did. They do. It's fine now. They'll help us.
Good, good, good. They're not gonna cut your head off?
What? No?
Good, good. I wish I could have been more helpful. But it was 10 years ago, and I didn't really pay attention to what April said about that Abnaxis chap.
It's okay.
If you don't mind, I need to be alone for a little while. Clean my feathers, sharpen my beak, reflect on the nature of life. Bird stuff.
Totally understand.
I'll find you in the city.
Okay. So now I gotta meet Enu in the library. Gotta figure out where that is again. Hi, Crow. Also, Tiz, I sent you something that you should take a look at. Alright, so here we are at the library. Where's Enu? There she is.
Naxos, Purple Mountains, Ular, Ula, 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 Ula. Nope, nothing, no.
Ula, 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 ula.
Ah, bugs, please don't fail me now. On abscesses. Ooh, nope, that's a different type of ab.
I'm just kind of getting
The
a kick out of
Turtle Mountains. Believed to be the petrified remnants of 3 titan turtles that rose from... and interesting? Sure. Relevant? No.
What else are you gonna
Orlawad,
say?
Umpus, Oxman, Oigard, Ozers. No Ular anywhere. Shadow. Oops, sorry. Come on, library. Show me what you're made of. Knowledge. All the knowledge.
Knowledge.
Naxos, Purple Mountains, Ular, Ula, 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 Ula. Nope, nothing, no.
Okay.
Enu's really weird and very sweet, and I like
Bugs,
her
please
a
don't
lot.
fail me now. I've been trying to find a book or scroll or manuscript or map or torn note page or ancient magical tome or pamphlet or a piece of cloth that mentions the Purple Mountains or the Ular, but no luck. It's really frustrating. This library has never let me down before. Bad library.
Okay.
She seems so curious about me, and I haven't asked her a single question. This is where I try to connect and make friends. There must be something here. She seems... Enu, right? I don't feel we were properly introduced.
I know you are. I mean, no, yes. You're right. Enu. I am Enu. I hope you're staying a while. It would be so great to have someone around who's not a surly warrior with mommy issues, or a stoic leader, or a battle-hardened soldier, or just batshit insane. I mean, there's Jakai. He's pretty normal, except for his aunt issues, but he's a bit too... Hey, so, what do you do when you're not saving the world?
Neural programming. I mean, I did. Then my world shut down, and now I just watch a lot of shows and eat. Sorry.
Didn't understand any of that, but it was still amazing. Tell me again?
Maybe next time?
I can't wait to talk more about all these things we have in common. We must have a sleepover.
There must be something here. This is where I try to connect and make friends. You just joined the Resistance?
Oh, yes. No. Not really just. About half a year ago? Wait, more than that. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, fun.
Sometimes you need to make the best out of a bad situation.
Right. And it's my duty. We're doing good, important work here. Also, I didn't want to end up living the life my parents wanted for me.
I can identify with that.
This is so nice. I wish we were sisters. Can we be sisters? You don't have to answer that. Do you have any siblings?
I did. Sort of. Long story. You?
Oh, lots. Boyfriend! Do you have one of those?
We just broke up. In incredibly bad timing. It's been a difficult few months. I was asleep for a long time. I forgot a lot of the stuff that happened to me before I fell asleep. I tried to remember, but I couldn't. Until my memories caught up with me. On top of all that, I started flirting with my therapist, and now I don't even know if I should have trusted him or... Oh, Jesus. It's a long story. Very complicated. Maybe another time?
Yes, please?
So, no luck?
Nothing. Sorry. And I've read most of these before. I can't remember coming across any of those words you mentioned. There's not much else to do here in the evenings except read. I don't really have any female friends. It gets lonely. Anyway, I've been through all the encyclopedias and travelogues, but...
Nothing about the Purple Mountains or the Ular?
Nothing. I mean, the Purple Mountains sounds colloquial. It may have a different name officially, but the Ular, there should be something about them. It's a magical race?
They didn't look human.
Weird, there's nothing about them. They must be very isolated, or someone's trying to hide something. Which would be weird and very hard to pull off. Forget I said that.
I guess I'll have to look elsewhere.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I really thought I'd find something. I feel terrible. Do you want to be my friend? Oh, I already asked you that. I'm coming on too strong, aren't I? I am, I can tell. Stop it, Enu.
No, not at all. I'd love to be friends. And thank you for helping me.
Much good that did. I really wish I knew who else could...
For the love of the festering demon shrimps of Jaharva, do I have to do everything in this place? I didn't spend all those years living on the streets of Marcuria, pilfering food and liberating fat purses to deal with this shite. I swear I'd be better off going back to sleeping in Abnaxus's stone tree, If I can't even get a mattress that isn't flea and maggot infested? Do your bleeding jobs, people. Is that too much to ask?
I'll come back to him. Because I forgot to do something. Give me a second. Or something else. I think. I hope it's still there. Yes, there's something else that can be done. Not this room. Hey, what are you doing?
What's he doing? He looks nervous. Should I interfere or wait until he's done? That's... Hey.
God, you gave me a fright. I was just... I mean, I'm not...
Snooping.
Are you supposed to be walking around on your own?
He looks guilty. What's going on here? This doesn't look right, but he looks... Is this your room?
Well, we don't... You know, we don't have our own rooms. Anyway, Keen's gone. I was just looking for... It's Zoe, is it not? I'm Jakai, Ben-Rima Salman's nephew. She said some very nice things about you.
You'll have to give her my regards. How is Ben-Rime? I noticed the Journeyman was closed down.
Yeah, she's in Coldstone. They arrested her for colluding with the Resistance. She's due to be executed next week, unless I... Anyway, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that you're back in town.
I'm sorry about your aunt.
Yes. Thank you. I don't know what I'll do without her. She's the only family I have. Look, I have to go into town on an errand now, but please let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Okay. Well, he's being suspicious. Now, I will go and
Blind
talk to
Bob?
Blind Bob.
Eh? What? Who's asking? Well, blessed be Miss Striped Britches. You're the lass what brought me mulled wine back when I'd hit rock bottom in Marcuria. What in the name of the eight-eyed octo-god of Tartillus are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Except for, you know, not those words exactly.
Oh, I left me life of beggaring behind. Cleaned myself up. Joined the resistance. I'm a general now. I'm making a difference.
Yes, you are.
He was theoretically blind, but now he can see. I just can't imagine how the blind Bob I met in Marcuria turned into this man, General. Didn't he just mention Obnaxus? It's a long shot. What happened to your theoretical blindness?
Cured! I was blind, theoretically, but now I can see. To be honest, some days I wonder if I ever was theoretically blind. Or if it was all hypothemetaphysical.
What?
You know, just in my head, like.
Oh,
It was simpler being blind Bob and resorting to beggaring and vagrancy than taking a long, hard look at myself in a speculum. Particularly on account of the blindness. I wish me old pa could have lived to see me. He always believed in me, even when I didn't. To the bitter end, he told me I had potential. I nodded and wept and promised him I'd try my best. Then, as he drew his last ragged breath, I stole his purse and his breeches. Well, Pa, I'm sorry about the breeches. I'm making something of life now. Making something of myself. I'm no longer blind Bob. Call me Bob who can see.
General? Are you an actual general?
Aye. See these stripes? General Bob, that's me. I takes care of the logic sticks round here so the place don't crumble to pieces. Shepard's
sticks.
busy with the strategering. Kian sorts out who to murder and how. Liko makes a fine job of being contrary. And Enu keeps everyone's spirits up. I
She
mean,
does a damn
when
good
she's
job
not
of it,
shooting
too.
Azadi soldiers in their eyeballs with her bow and arrow. Me, I make sure the ladder's stocked, the sheets are clean, relatively speaking, and that the piss pots are empty. Can't go to war on a full bladder.
Didn't he just how did you end up with the rebels?
Not long after you and I met, I overdosed on mulled wine.
How do you
Spooked me good,
overdose?
that did. I figured I had two choices.
Okay.
Either spend the remainder of my days in the gutter, stinking of foreign spices and currents, and to be honest, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of days left. Or I could clean myself up, try to amount to something after a lifetime wasted on wine, women, and various gutters. The moment I looked up, I saw how the Azadi were running magicals out of Marcuria. I couldn't ignore it. It was disgraceful. I mean, magicals always
Kazukiya.
treated me with kindness and respect. I felt I
going?
owed them. So, here I am, doing my part and paying my debts. Aside from the gambling and the bar tabs, mind you.
This is
And
Bob who
I
can see.
feel 20 years younger
He
to
used to be
boot.
theoretically blind, Bob.
Didn't he just mention Abnax? Do you know someone called Abnaxus?
Abnaxus. Now there's a name I haven't heard spoken in years. Where do you know it from?
Sorry, I just overheard. Actually, I met Abnaxus recently. Well, I dreamed about Abnaxus. Or maybe it was more like a vision. This sounds crazy, I know, but...
Sounds completely sane to me, lass. Abnaxus turning up in visions. That's exactly the sort of fellow he was. Persistent, unpredictable, and not a little annoying. I met him when he was the Venar ambassador to Ireed. This was before the gutters, when I was still a dapper chap on the Marcurian party circuit. We hit it off, especially seeing as I was going blind, theoretically, and he saw everything, past, present, and future. Years later, as he was leaving town, he entrusted me with the key to his home. Said to take care of it. I'd sleep there from time to time. Very uncomfortable bunk. Musty smell of ancient books and foreign weeds. I didn't much care for it, to be honest.
Have you heard of the Purple Mountains?
Oh, aye. Aye, of course. Everyone's heard of the Turtle Mountains. They're...
No, sorry, purple, not turtle.
That's what I said. Turtle. Right, of course. You don't know. Why would you? My apologies, lassie. See, I have a serious P deficiency. It's been a lifelong struggle. The Turtle Mountains. Nope, never heard of them. Sorry.
You said something about a key to Abnaxus's house?
They called it the Abode back then. Abnaxus's Abode. Primitive accommodations, but luxurious location. Prime real estate. Central with a garden view. Very quiet at night.
And the key? Do you still have it? Sorry, this is really important.
Oh, I carry it with me every day. After all, it is a magic key. Figured it might do me lumbago some good.
What about this house? I mean, the abode?
Also still there, and not hard to find. Sits right circle in the center of the city green. Abnaxus carved it out of a petrified tree with his own morbidly huge hands.
To be fair, they are
years
really
ago,
huge.
the authorities turned it into an historical landmark. Of course, no one can get inside on account of the Venar magic. Not without the key, at least.
This key, can I...
Oh, sure. Heavier than it looks, ain't it? More powerful than iron, worth its weight in precious stones, and then some. This magic goes back to the first magic. None of that modern hocus pocus. You feel it in your fingers when you hold it. Tingles, don't it?
It does. Sorry, I know this is asking a lot, but can I...
Borrow it? Aye, why not? It's done the lumbago no good. And I don't have much use for the place, now that I've a proper bunk here. But keep it safe. Abnaxus left most of his belongings behind and entrusted me with their care. I'd hate to betray that trust.
I promise.
I'm gonna speak with Anu again real fast.
Hey, I made progress. Blind Bob, the General, gave me the key to Abnaxus's house. I might find what I'm looking for there.
That's great! Oh, I wish I could come with you, but there's this whole furry thing I've got going on. It's a big no-no in the city these days.
Sorry about that. Humans can be real dicks sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Some humans, not most. You're a good human. What are these dicks you speak of?
No! Oh no!
Not important. Thanks again for your help.
Are you leaving already? We just met, and you'll come back though, right?
I hope so.
Oh, okay. Because there's so much I want to talk about, and I'll let you go now. Thanks for talking to me, Zoe. I miss you already. Shut up now, Anu. Okay, thanks, bye!
Oh god, I love her.
I can't wait to see you again, Zoe. I can braid your hair if you want. You have nice hair. I'm not being creepy, am I? I really hope you find what you're looking for in the city. Watch out for Azadi soldiers. You should be okay, though, because human helps. Be careful, and please come back soon. I can't wait to see you again,
Okay.
Zoe. I can braid your hair if you want. You have nice hair. I'm not being creepy, am I?
You should be fine because, you're white. It's basically what they're kind of going for with this game, I feel like.
You spoke with the General. Did you find what you were looking for?
It's a step in the right direction.
Good. I've asked them to ready a boat for you. Whenever you're ready, it will take you into the city. I may not fully understand your role, Zoe, but there's something about you that... I've learned to have faith in the balance. The balance provides. The balance guides. It's guiding you now. You must let it take you wherever it leads, like a leaf on a river. Bend to its will.
I'll try.
May your gods favor your journey. You'll be in my thoughts and dreams.
Nah, it's not creepy. I don't want to be in your dreams. I don't want to be in my dreams. Where's the exit to this place? I just went in a big fucking circle, okay. Meow. He ain't wrong.
Now I need to find the city green. I wish Crow was with me. I feel less alone with that silly bird around.
You're back! And your head's still on! Did you swim?
Swim? No, boat. I boated. They dropped me off in a boat.
Impressive. So, what's the next step on our grand adventure? Tea and biscuits? A hearty nap, perhaps?
I need to find the city green and the home of Abnaxus.
I visit the city green every day to clean my feathers in the fountain. Follow me. I really wish you had wings.
So do I, Crow. Hey, are you okay?
Sure, why wouldn't I be?
April and...
Of course I'm not okay, okay? But I'm okay. I'll be okay. It's okay. We're okay. Don't worry about it, okay?
Okay.
She's not the first friend I've lost, and she won't be the last. You learn to roll with the punches. It's either that or punch back. Real hard.
Oh, hey, what's this? Looks like a fun time. Can I join? Let me in! Let me in! Let me be a part. I mean, I would try, but I don't know what button to push. Is this working? Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Sadness. Okay. Wait a second, there might be a fingerlings show around here.
I fit right in with the locals.
There's supposedly a show around here somewhere. Maybe not around there, but okay, we gotta go up this way. A show. It's a show.
So, how's business?
Pretty good. I mean, weekend's a great time. How? I mean, farmers bring food in.
How's your memory coming along? Do you remember anything about this place now?
I worked so hard to remember, but no, not much. It was winter.
True. Winter changes everything, what with the snow and the ice and all.
And the city looked different. Smaller.
It probably has grown a bit.
But no, I don't really remember anything at all.
I thought you said you remembered
Perfectly
everything.
fine. I also remember very little, but then I am a bird with a bird brain, so what can you expect?
Indeed. Okay, so that's... This is his house, but there's something else I'm supposed to do first. There's some kind of puppet show that I'm supposed to look for. There it is.
The city feels all wrong without magicals around.
I feel I know nothing about you, Zoe. We haven't really had a chance to talk bird to bird.
Smooth.
Like, what sort of labor do you do back home? Mostly homemaking or,
That's very sexist, Crow.
I know. The girls always tell me I'm sexy. It makes me blush, but you can't see it on account of the feathers.
That's not what
sexy,
she meant.
Sexist.
Exactly.
Not
Ugh,
the
I give
same
up.
thing, Crow.
But anyway, no, I don't do the homemaking. I'm learning about neural programming. It's a way to tell machines how to think and operate. I'll be a programmer when... well, when all of this is over. The world's saved, etc. I've kind of put the whole career thing on hold.
Women always do that. It's because they need to take care of the nest.
Yikes.
Hello. They know you're coming, you know. All of them. They're waiting for you. It's been foretold.
What?
I saw you in my dreams. You were in the dark and you were scared and alone. If you don't give her what she wants, she will eat you up. She has eaten so many already. If you make it through the dark and into the light, it will change you. You'll be someone else, and you'll never be you again. Not really. I saw you at the very beginning and at the very end. You're supposed to be in both places. Anyway, that's what my dream said. It was probably just a dream. Nothing to worry about. You'll probably be fine. Safe journeys. Hello.
What?
You here for the fingerlings? They're not starting just yet, but it's a very popular show. You're better safe than sorry. Of course, I was a fan long before I got popular. The next performance begins at noon, so there's plenty of time. If you haven't seen the fingerlings yet, you absolutely have to. It's a finger-licking spectacle. Mr. Clax is the most talented finger puppeteer of all time. It's better even than Fingers Finnegan before he contracted leprosy.
Clax. Why does Clax
I've been a fan
sound
since
familiar?
those first shows down in Shady Quay. There were only a few of us in the audience back then, and it was really raw and authentic. You here for the fingerlings? They're not starting just yet, but it's a very popular show. You're better safe than sorry. Of course, I was a fan long before I got popular.
Can I get backstage? I can. Interesting.
They know you're coming, you know. All of them. They're waiting for you.
Okay, it's just
It's
same
been
stuff again.
foretold.
The city feels all wrong without magicals around. I barely see.
Clickety clack, the name is back. Yes.
What's going on here? Isn't that... Are they trying to chop down Obnaxis's abode? Great. That's great.
So this is it. Abode of, big ugly thing what speaks funny?
Apparently so.
And there's someone else here.
Apparently so.
Huh.
Once this unholy tree's been knocked down, the electorate will take me seriously. They'll see I have the power to get things done. Maybe then... Ah! A member of the voting public. Honor Hilaris Esquire at your service, madam. But I'm sure I don't need to introduce myself to you, hmm? You've seen my face in print and in public appearances. You know me as an honourable and truthful fellow who stands with the common man. And woman. We shan't forget the common woman. Yes, yes. I'm, of course, running for Commissioner of City Watch, a position sorely and desperately in need of new blood. The Watch needs strength. It needs direction. It needs humanity. In
It
other
needs
words,
less of
it
you.
needs me.
Less of you.
He's gunning for a political position with this. Let's see if I can get him talking about himself. It looks like they're trying to He appears to be an Azadi. I've had it. He's gunning. You're running for City Watch?
Indeed, the Watch is in dire need of strong male leadership in this time of dark crisis.
Male?
As you well know, the current commissioner, a person of the female persuasion, has
You say
failed
to someone of the
maintain
female
order in the city
persuasion?
in these dark, trying times. She's been soft on sorcery, magnanimous with magicals. She's indulged the occult, and she's extended an open hand to non-humans, acting in discord with our foreign benefactors. Oh, it's understandable. She's weak. She's sentimental. She's merely a woman, and she's not been able to properly inspire the men of the Watch to take appropriate action against our occult immigrants.
Sure, don't mind me. I'm
As
just
soon as I'm elected,
loading my
this
crossbow back
will
here.
change. We will honor Azadi law and make Mercuria pure again. No more magic, no more magicals. And our women folk can once again return to home and hearth to be pampered and protected by their husbands, fathers and brothers. As it should be, yes, yes.
It looks like they're trying to destroy Abna. I take it you're happy with the Azadi
This
occupation?
game came out in
No,
2014,
I wouldn't call
I
it an
think.
occupation, not anymore. The Azadi came to save us from the Tyrant invaders, and they
Actually,
stayed
let
to
me check.
protect us against all magicals. They're our benefactors, not our oppressors. But the Resistance has put us all at risk. Unless we re-establish human dominion over the Northlands, we'll be vulnerable when the Azadi eventually return
Yeah,
to Azadir.
it came out October
For
21st,
believe
2014.
me, they will. Oh, they've promised as much. This is not their land, and this is why I run for office. To build a Mercuria by and for humans, one that can stand the test of time and stand up against occult invaders. We must invest in the future, and you can't spell future without owner Hilaris.
I wish I could.
Let's see if I can get him talking about him. It's Hilaris, right?
Oh no, Hilaris Esquire, licensed solicitor, and your candidate for Commissioner of City Watch.
It's an unusual name.
It's unique, certainly, but it's a Northlander name with deep roots in Mercurian society. My father, the esteemed Hubert Hilaris Esquire, served dutifully for many years on the council. He was respected, feared, and admired by all. Of course, that was before he was beguiled by that Dulmari witch. She used her wily sorcery and beastly sensuality to lure my father away from his family, away from us. I've sworn to restore our sacred heritage. The witches shall burn, humanity shall prevail, and the name Hilaris shall no longer be the butt of spiteful jests.
Yes, sure, continue.
It looks. Why are you trying to knock down this tree?
Oh, it's not just a tree. It's an affront to common decency and humanity. This so-called domicile was the dark and dangerous den of one of the most militant of magicals. An abominable beast that threatened our young and our women by its mere
Hardly,
existence.
he just talked funny.
Eradicating this occult stone tree from our historic green is not just my election promise to voters, but my God's-given responsibility as a human being.
Uh-huh.
Well, best of luck with everything.
Luck is the lazy man's excuse for failure. Luck is an occult idea. I create my own destiny, young madam, and so should you. Here's my advice to you. Find yourself a decent human husband and start breeding decent human babies. This is how you can best contribute to our common manifest destiny. And remember, a vote for honor is a vote for humanity.
Yuck.
Go on, put your back into it, man. This is pathetic. It's merely a tree.
So what now?
I don't
Attack
know.
him.
Do you have any suggestions?
We kill them, bury their bodies, and then go about our lives as if nothing happened.
That's disturbing.
That's
I know,
fucking
I'm
brilliant.
dark.
I'm really not in the mood for killing today.
No,
Or
please.
any day.
Can we kill
Fine,
him?
then you come up with something.
Crow, could you fly over there for me?
Why?
Just trust me.
Why?
Jesus, please, Crow.
Fine, pardon me for wanting to play a role in my own destiny. I'll do it.
A talking bird. Filthy magic.
No.
Again? Seriously? Ugh. Fine. Yeah, I know the drill.
filthy little fowl.
Geronimo!
What?
I got nothing. I mean, aside from murdering, but you seem to be so against that all of a sudden.
He threw a rock at my precious crow.
What kind of shoddy job are the Azadi doing when there are still talking birds flapping about? They should provide us with a few of their explosive sticks. That God's damn talking bird! Magical aberration! If I get my hands on the filthy feathered thing, I'll twist its scrawny little... language. What can I do for you, young madam?
About that talking bird that's bothering you.
Gonna use him as
Yes?
a
What about
distraction,
it?
I guess.
I just saw it.
Where? Where? Go look for that goddamn bird over there.
Are you doing this just to annoy me? Because it's working.
Don't move, I've got you now. Soft-headed fool. We'll need to carry him home to have someone look at his head. The tree can wait until tomorrow. You do the carrying.
hey, Lolo
I'd do
Top.
it
Hey,
myself, but
Banana
someone
Boy.
needs to lead the
Hey,
way
guys.
and keep an eye out for
Thanks for the
potholes.
raid.
That was brilliant! First, I did my thing, and then that goofball tried to hit me with a rock,
to
and then
see
stuff
you.
happened, and Dung for Brains got knocked out, and then they all left. End scene. It was almost like one of those puppet shows that Wizard puts on in the square. It was hilarious!
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That's the most fun I've had since... I don't know. I guess since I hung out with April all those years ago.
The feels are being had. Poor crow.
Locked, but I have the key.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have to use the key.
This place looks a lot bigger on the inside. It is a lot bigger on the inside. Okay, this is freaky. I feel dizzy. There must be magic here because this makes no sense. Things can't be bigger on the inside than on the outside. Then again, why should I be surprised? I've seen weirder things. Weird is my new normal. Right,
So where's the
clues.
doctor?
Obnaxus must have been a big believer in crystals. Or maybe this is how people light their houses. Maybe this is totally normal for Arcadia.
Okay, let's see what else.
Those are some portentous-looking books. I wish I could read
Portentous.
them.
That looks like a book about the balance.
Oh, that's interesting.
What, huh?
Someone's here. Who's... Oh, God.
I must apologize, ma'am. I didn't mean to frighten you. Zoe Castillo. You're the last person I expected to find here.
I remember him from my last
Brian
visit to
Westhouse's
Mercuria.
I live and breathe.
Brian, right?
Right. Brian. Brian Westhouse. We spent a few days in cramped quarters on a small airship. I'd be surprised if you didn't remember me.
It's been a confusing year. For a while, I remembered nothing. Even when I tried my best to remember, I couldn't. Well, not until now.
I know that feeling all too well, Miss Castillo. So you're back in Mercuria, and in this place of all places. How in the name of the balance did you get inside? People
to
have
the
been
point.
trying for years, but
How
this
did
house
you get
has
inside?
strong wards. Vanar magic, the oldest there is. And now I understand why. It's a treasure trove. Wait, is that the Annals of Dreaming? Good God, that's a lost treasure. Only 5 were ever made.
Why be secretive about it? I'm sure I can trust him. I'm not sure I want to tell this man absolutely everything yet.
I don't know about you, chat, but I think we're gonna be vague. Cause, I'm not sure how he got in. That's kind of weird.
I know my way around wards.
So I see. Your talents run deeper than I remember, Miss Castillo. I'm impressed. Pardon my curiosity, but what are you looking for here? Abnaxis himself vanished a decade ago.
I should trust Brian. There's no point hiding anything from him. It's not that I don't trust him, but...
No, I don't trust him.
I was just curious about what was in here.
I straight up don't trust him.
You know what they say about curiosity, Miss Castillo?
It killed the cat?
What? No. Curiosity is the doorway to knowledge and wisdom. Looks like I picked the perfect day for a stroll in the green. I was wondering why that odorous Hilarious fellow wasn't still trying to chop this tree down. Now I know. Let's see if we find anything interesting, shall we?
Excuse me, I was looking at that. No, he came downstairs, which is why I'm kind of sus.
Looks like a handwritten note.
Interesting.
Okay, handwritten note.
This place has the slightly tacky ambience of a New Age shop. Abnaxis was a very well-read man, thing.
Oh, there's another one.
It's another one of Abnaxis's notes.
There's another one.
This is fascinating.
I think there's stuff upstairs. Let's go check upstairs.
All those years, and it was right here
Comfy
under
bed.
my nose.
Abnaxis must have been a big believer in crystals. Or maybe this is how people light their houses. Maybe this is totally normal for Arcadia.
Okay.
What does this mean?
Looks like that's about all that's up here. Yeah, I don't know what he's going on about. Let's check it out.
Have you found anything of interest? Keep looking. This place is a treasure trove.
Fine, let's give him...
Here's another note.
On the matter of the kin and the approaching War of the Balance. By Jove, this is the information we've been looking for. I can't believe it was right here all this time.
War of the
Your help
Balance.
has been invaluable, Zoe. I'm in your debt.
What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
This looks interesting.
The first dreamer references in the annals of dreaming. That's this book right here. And the chapter about the first dream, it's certainly a starting point. Let's see what it says.
Can you read that book?
I've lived in Arcadia for decades, and there hasn't been much to do aside from studying ancient texts, so yes, I can read this book.
Alright, stop
Let's see,
boasting.
the chapter in question speaks of the Ular. They are said to be wardens of the Dreaming One, whatever that means.
Oh no, page dropped out.
It's a rough translation. The English language isn't quite up to the task. The Ular and the Yete, one people that split into two. That sounds familiar. It says here the Yeti left the Purple Mountains to go south to burrow into the ground. Something about a well of dreams. I mean, I don't know how much of this is true and how much is fantasy or prophecy. It's a difficult book to decipher. There's also
that wasn't the
something
longest
about
journey.
two dreamers becoming one. It's vague. This is almost certainly a prophecy of some sort. The Ular live on Cloud Peak. It's in the mountains of Yedra. Where's that on the map? Ah, there it is. Straight north across the plains, right in the middle of the border mountains. This is an old book, so I don't know if they still live there. I've never heard of the Ular. They might all be dead.
Fallen note. Pick that up.
That note fell out of the annals when Westhouse turned the pages. This note fell out from the pages of the annals. What's a soulless stone?
I'm not sure. The Soul Stone was taken from Luke's by the warlock Clax. It must be retrieved, or the past, present, and future
Clax.
will cease
like,
to be.
Again, Roper
That
Clax.
sounds ominous.
It does indeed. I don't know about any Soul Stone, but I'm guessing this Clax fellow does. I wonder if Abnaxus means old Roper Clax. April told me his story. He was a two-bit wizard who resided in a floating castle up north near the border mountains. April said she taught him a lesson. She didn't get into any details, but he lost his castle. Last I heard, he's doing children's theater here in town. Reformed,
So he
apparently,
is
if
doing
that's
the,
a thing a wizard is
finger
capable
theater.
of. Sounds like this Soul Stone is important.
Let's see. There. Cloud Peak, just like the book said. This is it. This shows the way to the Purple Mountains.
Might as well.
I'm sure Abnaxus
well,
won't
take
mind
that.
me borrowing this. I'll return it to him in person, if I make it to Cloud Peak.
The War of the Balance.
The War of the
Finally,
Balance.
Abnaxus left so much behind. There's a wealth of information here.
Achievement unlocked. Maps! Get your maps here!
I
Let's
can't
see.
wait to tell them.
There. Cloud Peak, just like the book said. This is it. This shows the way to the Purple Mountains.
Okay.
So, if this place is bigger on the... I should get going. Should we...
Would you mind terribly if I stayed here to read these books?
Well, this is... It's private property, isn't it?
Abnaxus isn't coming back, and I've been itching for a chance to peruse his library for years now. I promise I won't remove anything or make a mess.
It doesn't look
Allow
like
or
Guy's gonna do any
refuse?
damage to the place. He's respectful and curious. It couldn't hurt to let him stay. He might have the best of intentions, but I made a promise to blind Bob. I'd feel awful if anything happened to Abnaxus's abode.
Let's see. 33 allowed, 69 refused, and my husband told
he might
him
have the best of
refuse.
intentions, but I made a promise to blind Bob. I'd feel awful if anything happened to
What do you think,
Abnaxus's
chat?
abode.
Yes, no? Yeah, hubby did refuse. What do you think? We ought to refuse as well? No, if you say so.
He might have the best of intentions.
The balance has shifted.
I'm sorry, I don't think I can let you stay in here.
I'm not sure I need your permission.
Ooh.
Only joking. I understand. I'll take my leave now, Miss Castillo. I certainly hope we'll see each other again soon.
It's got an aura of danger going on there. Not sure I like that. Yeah, I know, right?
Didn't you say something about a wizard and a puppet show?
Nope.
No, you did. You said something about a show in the square.
I did not.
Crow.
Oh, right! Roper Clax's Fingerlings! Man, that show's great. A modern classic.
Clax. He's the wizard April Ryan fought.
That's right. He was behaving badly, so she fought him and trapped him inside some sort of calculating machine.
Yeah,
Pretty
a calculator.
clever stuff.
Where can I find this puppet show?
I'll show you.
Oh, that is a good place to take a break, which I am going to do. Get us back on over. And I think I'm going to stick with Dreamfall tonight. I'm not going to switch over to Sherlock Holmes. Alright, so we gotta find a puppet show. I'm enjoying it too.
The city feels all wrong without magicals around. I barely see any.
Is the girl there?
This is gonna be so good.
Can't talk to her. Dang it. Anyone back here? Oh, hey.
Roper Clax, I presume. He looks wizardly, as in how I expected wizards to look when I was 10.
If you seek an autograph, you must purchase my book first. It's on sale today. Only...
No, sorry. I need to talk to you.
Talk, Well, I only have a few minutes before my show begins, but I'm sure I can spare a couple of them for a pretty young thing like you.
Thanks.
This has to be the right man. It's an odd. Didn't he and April have this? You are Roper Clax, right? The wizard?
Who told you that?
Well, that sign, for one.
No, the wizard part. Who told you? I mean, I'm merely a humble finger puppeteer trying to make an honest living in a cold and heartless world.
But you were a wizard once.
Fully rehabilitated, I don't go anywhere near sorcery, not anymore. You should really read my highly acclaimed and best-selling memoir, A Farewell to My Wizarding Ways. It's a thrilling story of redemption and romance, of dashing heroes and wicked villainesses, of flying castles and curious calculating devices. Every word of it as true as the night is dark and the day is bright, of course.
Didn't he? Do you remember April Ryan?
April Ryan? Oh, yes, of course, absolutely, certainly, naturally. The bit...
The brave young woman who came to my castle and stole it, and helped me put my sorceress past behind me.
Sounds still
How could I
like he's
possibly forget?
kind of a little bit bitter there.
He's obviously got some issues with April. So, about April.
Why does everyone want to talk about April Ryan? She was just a weak little human who stumbled onto things she didn't...
No, I must apologize. You see, April and I had some disagreements in the past. I'm past that now. I'm a different person. As for April Ryan, I hear she suffered an ignoble death at the hands of our Azadi benefactors. What a shame. What a terrible, terrible shame.
I might as well get right to it, seeing as his show is about to begin. Do you recall owning a soul stone?
A soul stone? I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just wondering, since there are so many impressive tales about your powers where I come from.
And where would that be?
That was a long time ago. In another life. I've moved on. I'm a different person now in every way.
I was just wondering what happened to the stone.
She took it, that
Bitch. Balance? Pardon me? I don't know where that came from.
Who?
Yaga, the Wicked Witch of the North, as these simpletons call her.
Wicked Witch of the
As
North,
if they
you
have
say.
any idea who
Very
and what
Oz
she
vibes
truly
there.
is. She lurks in Riverwood in the dark places. She feeds on that stone like a...
Like I said, that's in the past, and I've left it all behind long ago. Now I make an honest living bringing joy to children through my most excellent and revolutionary finger puppet theater. And on that note, I must beg your pardon, young miss. The show is about to begin.
Can we please talk again afterwards? I have some more questions.
Sure. Absolutely. After the show. Yes.
They do look pretty adorable.
Yes, here we go. This is gonna be so good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, we get to watch
boys
the
and
show.
girls, humans and... well, humans... And you, Azadi soldier standing over there, you're welcome to watch, just don't rattle your sabers or rustle your suits. Welcome to this morning's performance of The Fingerlings. I am your host and puppeteer, Roper Clax, esteemed thespian and raconteur, author and entrepreneur. My book is available for purchase with a free personalized dedication. Speak to me after the show. A donation is both appreciated and expected. Drop your coins into the box after the show. Remember that every iron piece goes towards a good purpose.
Woohoo! Go Fingerlings!
My beloved Fingerlings! Handcrafted reproductions of renowned actors from across Arcadia, immortalized in finger puppet form by skilled artisans. Using only the finest fabrics and natural materials, these lovely creatures are as dear to me as children, and as talented and protean as the finest human players. You're all welcome to approach the stage after the show, of course, to admire my finely crafted miniatures up close and intimately. No food, no touching, no children. And now, beloved audience, prepare yourselves for a journey into mystery, for a true story of wizardry and magic. I present to you the tale of the good-hearted wizard and the villainous winch. Once upon a time, in the distant north, there lived a kindly old wizard in a wonderful flying castle. This very friendly wizard liked to
Thanks for the
tease
follow,
and toy
cartoon
with the
cat
people of
kangaroo.
the land, and sometimes he would do silly things like turn them into stone or furry animals and bottle up the wind. Naturally, he meant no harm, and the people of the land loved the wizard like they would a grandfather, a very young and very, very handsome grandfather. But one day, an evil sorceress from a distant land came to visit the kindly wizard. This ugly, selfish witch didn't understand that the wizard was only trying to make people happy. She used her dark sorcery to steal all of his possessions and trap him inside a tiny little box where the gentle wizard was barely able to breathe. The poor old man was trapped for many moons inside this box before a benevolent wandering god arrived to free him from his prison.
The wizard pledged eternal allegiance to the wandering god in return for vengeance against the cruel witch who trapped him. Together they...
There he is, Commander. The dangerous loon who's corrupting our youth with his occult finger rings.
Damn it, Odorous.
What's this? What are you doing? What's going on? You can't... Hey! Hey, hands off!
You're teaching children of magic, old man. You ought
It's
to know better.
And Odorous.
Release
Hilarious.
me, you dishonorable brute!
By the authority vested in me by the Greater Azadi Empire and the Emissary, and in accordance with provisional imperial law prohibiting any and all teachings of occult magic, I'm taking you into custody.
You can't do this! You don't know who I am!
Tell it to the magistrate, wizard.
My fingerlings! My precious handcrafted fingerlings! No!
Well, I guess that's that.
I cannot believe that they arrested him. What a travesty.
I don't think he's alone in there. He has company.
Who has company?
There's something wrong with him. When I looked at his face, I saw shadows.
Whose face?
Stupid wizard, he's still trapped. But this time he's trapped inside himself. I don't think he's alone in there. He has company.
I didn't see that coming.
I guess the Azadi aren't fans of creepy puppet shows either.
I think it had more to do with him being a wizard. Okay, shit. So what now? He was my only lead to the Soul Stone. All I have to go on is something about a Yaga and Riverwood.
Riverwood? I know Riverwood. I've been to
There's
Riverwood.
always some
If it's
kind of
Riverwood you need,
Riverwood.
I know how to get to Riverwood.
Or
Really? And the Yaga? The Wicker
Riverbrook.
Witch?
I don't know anything about Yagas, but I do know something about witches in Riverwood. On my last trip there, we had a close encounter with one of them. That witch is toast, of course, but I can probably find my way back to Riverwood. It's north. We go north. Wait, which way is up? Yeah, north.
Okay. Okay. That's something, right? Much better than nothing. We just need a way to get north that doesn't involve me walking all the way.
Or me flying. I'm not flying all that way. I tire easily.
Oh, poor Crow.
Wait. I feel a cunning plan coming on. Follow me, Zoe.
Uh-oh.
It's either a cunning plan or I need the toilet. But I'm pretty sure it's a cunning plan.
Oh no. Sorry, Tiz. I was gonna try.
I still can't believe you pulled off the voice and the whole fake hand thing.
The hat looked great on you.
Totally. Not so sure about the beard, though. My face is itchy. Speaking of faces, I can never show mine in Mercuria again. Not after that last bit we did.
If everything goes well, you won't have to.
At least we have a ride. Can I trust this thing?
They're docile cows, the Elguan. Just leave it to me.
I know. Why couldn't that have been on screen?
Mush, Daisy. Mush!
Whoa, whoa. I think you're upsetting her.
I'll leave the cowgirling to you. I'll fly ahead and scout the terrain instead. Don't lose sight of me!
Oh, hey,
How
look
much
who we're
longer
back
will
with.
This journey take. Must be nearly a week now.
It's been less than 2 days, and I'm beginning to regret bringing you along.
You're stuck in the cargo hold of a cloud ship with your worst enemy. How could you possibly have any regrets?
And people say you have no sense of humor. If there was ever a time to make peace with Liko, this is likely it. Maybe we're on a mission. This is neither the time nor place to make peace with Liko. We already fight side by side. That's our bond. Besides, I'm tired. If there was ever a time to make
think we
peace with
should
Liko, this
apologize.
is likely it.
Because
Maybe there's still a
I mean,
chance
we
to
did
create
kill
a
his
bond between
father.
us.
I'm sorry about your father. I know that may not amount to much now, but I was a different person then. I was blind to the possibility that there could be more than one truth. There's been so much death on the road to this place. I murdered an innocent man during my escape from Friar's Keep. He begged me to, but I still don't know if I did the right thing. I killed the warden. And for what? For justice? For revenge? Jakai's aunt was sentenced to death. I don't see how the warden's death can make up for that. And I worry about Jakai. I watched Balse Bakim bleed to death so that I could make my escape through a blood magic portal. I still wonder if his sacrifice was worth it. Have I repaid that debt? Shepard believes so. But many thought him a better man than I, so why did he have to die? What did I gain from these actions? What did it change? What would have been different had I acted differently? All of these choices, Liko, they add up. My soul is heavy. The others believe me unaffected because I carry on as if nothing happened. But their faces and voices are there when I close my eyes. Those deaths never leave me. No words can undo these deeds. There are no excuses for the wrongs I've committed. But I am trying to heal the wounds I've inflicted. It's a long journey, Liko. And
I know. When you arrived from Friar's Keep, I wanted you dead.
Really? I couldn't tell.
And people say you have no sense of humor.
I do?
We've been through much since then. I believe I know you. A little. You've taken up arms against your own people, risking shame, death, and your immortal soul. Because you believe they're misguided. It cannot be easy being hated and feared by both sides. I may still despise you because you murdered my father. I may still dislike you because you're an arrogant and intolerant shit. But I respect you, Kian. And I trust you.
That trust goes both ways, Liko.
Well, I'm taking a nap. This half of the hold is mine. Stick to your side, or I may stab you in my sleep.
Don't worry. I've no intention of cuddling up next to you.
Kian, are you awake?
What?
I wasn't. This has now changed.
Did I ever tell you how my society views people like us?
I don't believe so.
The Dole Antiqua consider themselves tolerant and inclusive in all matters. And yet I've always had to hide who I am from my family and friends. If they knew the truth, I'd be ostracized. Tolerance, it seems, has its limits. But in the Resistance, no one cares. This thing we share, it doesn't change how they feel about us. It's strange. Strange, but liberating.
With the Resistance, you are who and what you decide to be. Regardless of color and creed, gender and religion, and... I thought you loved April Ryan.
I did. I do, but... not like that. She was someone I cared deeply about and always will. But I could never have shared my life with her. I still miss her every day. She gave me strength.
Nah, I'm going back to sleep. We have a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
A day of sitting in the dark, bickering about who passed gas?
Like I said, a long day.
Chapter 10. Umbre. Ugh, this is creepy. We didn't infer that Kiyoung was gay. He basically came out and said it. And yes, if we had taken a couple different choices, then yes, we would have gotten the reveal that Kion is actually gay. Because instead of speaking with Enu on the tower, we would have been with Liko in the tower. That was one route we could have taken.
Oh, I mean, that hurt.
Never trust an Elguan, cowardly cows.
Oh, something must have spooked it. What do we do now?
This place looks familiar. I think we're close. In fact, I think we're...
Leave! Go, or I'll call the
Banda!
others!
Whoa, hey there, I'm friendly and unarmed.
You're human. You can't be
Ben?
Bird? Crowbird?
Hello. Hey, you're that fretful furry
Ben!
thing we met the first time we came through here. Ben Franklin.
Ben Bandu!
Ben Bandu. This isn't the same human who
I thought
accompanied
you
you
were
last
dead.
time.
This is my new human. She's mostly harmless. Say hello, Zoe. Don't be rude.
I guess... hello? I have no idea who or what this creature is. We don't have time to chat with the locals. We're on a mission. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Are you the new Bandu Mbata?
Bamboo... what?
Bamboo what?
No, I have no idea. I'm Zoe.
You're a dreamer.
So they keep saying. I'm not very good at it. How did you know?
We live close to the dreaming here. Her dreams surround us. The Yaga.
That's it! That's the one we're looking for, right, Zoe? The Yaga!
You're looking for the Yaga? On purpose? Are you mad?
Oh, I'm
yeah,
not.
Probably.
Her, I'm not so sure about.
You know the Yaga?
She lives in this forest. We do not speak her name. She's mean.
Teddy Bear probably knows more about
Teddy
the Yaga.
Bear.
We'll save time if we ask the Ewok to show us the way to the Yaga. We need to find her right now, but we can't bring Furball with us.
Zoe, be nice. Oh my god.
Teddy Bear probably knows more. Who is she?
The Yaga? She's old. Really old. She's been around since long before my people came to this forest. Once, she had many servants. Witches, warlocks, evil ones. Like in the stories told by the elders. But her servants are all gone now. So she woke up and crossed into our world. She doesn't belong here. But she's lonely and hungry.
Hungry. Great. Well, we still have to find her. She has the Soul Stone.
The Soul Stone? I've heard of the Soul Stone. The Yaga took it from the fallen fortress of her warlock.
Warlock? Roper Clax worked for the Yaga?
They all did. The Gribbler, Clax, all the evil witches and warlocks of the Northlands. But they're gone now. Just like my people. April Ryan imprisoned the warlock and killed the witch. She saved us all. But then the Azadi came with sharp blades and metal tubes that spewed fire. They murdered most of us. Some fled east. I'm the only one left here now.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
One day, they'll come back. All the surviving Banda. Until then, I watch over their burrows. And I sing. For them. For all of us. This Soul Stone. It's important?
Very.
You'll use it to fight the Azadi?
That's part of it, yes.
I'll take you to the Yaga. Or as close as I dare go to her lair, anyway.
Great! I was expecting you to say no, and by expecting, I mean hoping.
Yeah, definitely
Does
the same
bird
voice actor.
always speak like that?
I'm afraid so. Lead the way, Ben.
I love that she has steel-toed boots. Like that's a very Zoe outfit. I love it.
The Yaga's beyond the ridge. Once you cross that, you're in her realm.
You're not coming with?
Did you not hear me when I said she was hungry? No, I'm not coming with you. The walls of that place are thin, and she can smell my magic.
A wise decision, tiny man. Come on, Zoe, let's turn around and head back with Ben. Maybe catch a fat squirrel and roast it for dinner?
This is what we came here for. If we don't get the Soul Stone...
Everyone dies, the world ends, no more Christmases, blah, blah, blah. I'm so sick of walking into one perilous scenario after the other. After we're done with this one, no more adventures. I swear to the feather gods of old.
Christmas
You'll know you're
doesn't
there when you
exist
see
in
the Gribbler's old house.
Mercuria.
She was the witch who lived here before. The Gribblers served the Yaga, and that's where she came through, from the beyond.
Will you wait for us, Ben?
I'll wait until nightfall. But if you're not back by then...
We'll be back.
And I had such a craving for crispy squirrel.
I have a craving for Chinese food, that is.
They've got that whole normal things that should look quaint and safe except they look horrifically scary thing down to a fine art. This is all very grim. I'm expecting an evil queen and a sleeping beauty at any time. Naked, twisting branches blocking what little light there is. Check.
Mother of ravens! I don't feel very welcome. I mean, this isn't just a bad sign, it's all the bad signs, all at once, like a grab bag of ill omens. There are plenty of stones lying about. Let's just pick one and pretend it's the Soul Stone. It's not like anyone would know what it's supposed to look like.
I'm not saying I won't cross it, but I do expect the bridge to do something terrible to me. That's a not at all reassuring shade of black. And what are those swirling things? Giant tadpoles? I don't want to know.
That's creepy.
I'm glad I have Crow here. Regardless of how useless he may be at times, he's still company. I'll take company over no company anytime. Crow looks paler than usual. Even his feathers are losing color. If he had a choice, I'm sure he'd fly out of here in a second. But he's sticking with me.
My tiny
He's
bird
braver
heart.
than expected, I'll give him that.
I have a bad feeling about this, Zoe.
Oh, that was good. Hearing Crow get spooked is
Leave. Turn around. Don't come any further.
Hello?
She's here. She's dangerous.
Why do I know that voice?
Dark, scary cave? No way to get around it? Fairy tale conventions never fail to make my life miserable.
No, the voice actor from that. I feel like we heard that either last game or sometime this game. Oh yeah, save April, find April, save April, yeah, thank you.
I know this smell. Dog's doo-doo, incense, and rotting flesh. Smells like witches, all right. Is it my imagination? Or is the light changing? Is it getting darker? Am I going blind? Help!
I think this is a warning sign.
I hear voices. I don't like disembodied voices. Disembodied voices are never a good sign.
What's worse than a twisting path into darkness through thorny bushes and sharp, naked branches? A swamp. I feel strange. I felt the only thing stopping me from running in the opposite direction when I was in a coma. Inside story time. I must be on the border between waking and dreams. They're speaking. It's freaky.
The wicked witch is gone, but she is here now.
Is that
She'll
where the
eat you
Yaga
up,
lives?
like she ate
It
all
looks
of
like a
us.
house. I mean,
She
a scary
tricked
house,
us.
sure, but still
She
just a
trapped
house.
us. She cooked us. She ate us.
Ugh.
We're the children that never left. It's too late to save us. Save yourself. Go!
I'm glad I have Crow here. Regardless of how useless he may be at times, he's still company. I'll take company over no company anytime.
So what now? Do we just go up and knock on the door?
I don't see a doorbell.
No, this is neither the time nor place for levity.
Oh, I know. Weeds and vines, covering everything. Is that where the Yaga lives? It looks like a house.
Okay.
I mean, a scary house, sure, but still just a house.
Who bothers the Yaga?
Girl Scout cookies!
Okay, so maybe not just a house after all. You have something that's not yours.
Leave, monkey.
Oh god.
Not until you give me
There's
the soul
an eye.
stone.
There's an
We
eyeball.
do not know what you speak of.
Whoa. My whole body's tingling. I can change things. I can manipulate this dream. Cool. There are 3 minds in there. But which one's the Yaga? I can hear several voices, all of them angry. It's so loud, so strong. I can't keep listening. She's too strong.
Scintillating teeth. Gotta love it.
We are here at the end of things. I warned you.
Let me go, you bitch!
She's awake.
She's so angry. Stop this! I don't want to fight you. I just want to talk to you.
Don't look back. It's too late.
I told you leave.
I think I need to get through that door.
Now I see.
Too late. Eaten up.
Okay.
One of us. Our last hope. Gone. Forever.
Okay.
I warned
Too late. Eaten up. One of us. Our last hope.
It's
Gone.
It's like it's an
Forever.
eye staring back at me. Stop trying to kill me!
Now I see.
There we go. Got it.
Oh, this sucks. Wait, the sky? Is this story time? But it's not like how I remember it. It looks older. It looks a lot older.
Let's walk toward the stone. Also, we just totally left Crow outside there.
Aren't you a clever monkey? Hush, sister. Don't speak to it. Just let it lose itself in the dark. It'll weaken, and then we can eat it. It'll probably taste honey sweet, like a newborn babe.
Do not underestimate this one, sisters. There's something different about it.
Hello?
Maybe not so clever after all.
We're hungry. We need to eat. Not long now. You must be tired, monkey. Your eyes grow heavy. Sleep. We'll watch over you.
Show yourselves.
Is it not asleep yet? Lie down and shut your eyes, monkey. Let us feed.
That's not going to happen.
It answers back, like a thing with a mind of its own. A very clever monkey.
This one has spirit and something else. Something powerful.
Hello.
You're a dreamer.
And you're the Wicker Witch of the
Now,
North.
there's no need for insults. We are...
The Yaga.
No monkey has ever been here before. We're curious about you.
We?
The sisters. Bayeb, Ayaga.
Bayeb Ayar. Baba Yaga.
Older than time. Older than memory. Old as darkness. Always three. Not always, sister. In the beginning, the Yaga was one, and then everything unraveled. Light came, worlds were born, monkeys bred and became legion. And the one became three. You are from across the divide. From a world ruled by machines.
That's right.
But not really here at all. Dreaming.
Apparently so.
We thought there was only one dreamer.
You were mistaken.
Something made you. That's interesting. We didn't see this coming. We do so love surprises. What do you want from us, monkey?
The Soul Stone. You stole it.
Lux stole it first. Only fair that we stole it back. What do you want with it?
To bring it back where it belongs. To cure Lux. Lux is the...
Lux is the first dreamer. We know, oh, we know. You cannot teach us things, monkey. We were there in the darkness, in the time, before all this terrible brightness, before you monkeys spoiled it. We had the Soul Stone then. It fed us and made us strong, but Lux took it so that Lux could dream. We were there when Lux dreamed the first dream and the stars were born and everything came apart. If we give you the stone, we fade from memory. We will be forgotten. It's all that anchors us when there's no one left to worship and fear us.
But they do worship you, don't they? In the city, they've built effigies to the Wicker Witch.
The Wicker Witch!
A bedtime story, a spineless fairy tale for nestlings. No one truly fears the Yaga anymore. Our power is diminished.
I don't know. People need darkness. They need to be frightened. In my world, scary is popular. There are films, games, haunted houses.
Playthings. We are less than we were. We remember feeding, our stomachs bloated with flesh and fear.
Well, things change. That's how it goes.
Maybe, instead of giving you the Soul Stone, we eat you up. All your delicious memories, all your dreaming powers. Your soul will keep us warm and sated.
How's that gonna help anyone?
Help? What makes you think we'll help? We owe the universe nothing, monkey. We owe looks nothing. Why should we care if the dream ends? Perhaps, if you give us a little morsel, a taste of you, what can you offer us?
Offer?
A sin, a secret, something dark, something you keep deep inside and fear to reveal.
I flirted with Roman, and I've never shared that with anyone.
Ooh, we can
I
go through
promised
our
Hannah
secrets.
I wouldn't tell Queenie where she was hiding, but I did it anyway. And what for? I'm not even sure I believed I was helping Hannah. It was currency. That man in my apartment, he was trying to protect me, but I got him killed. When Reza and I had our final argument, I let him walk out the door. I didn't try to stop him because I'd already given up. I didn't even give our relationship a chance. That man in my apartment, he
I
was
think
trying
that
to protect
probably
me,
is the juiciest
but
one.
I got him killed.
The flirting is kind of weak.
That man in my apartment.
What do you think? Should we go with
He
Falk
was
Friedman?
trying to protect me, but I got him killed.
And apparently we got him killed, so I didn't add that to the death count. I need to add that to the death count.
I flirted with Roman, and I've never shared that with anyone.
So which one's juicy? Flirting? Or, Falk Friedman? Okay, eeny,
I flirted with Roman, and a man died because of my actions. I didn't know who he was, but I still feel
posted that
responsible
one
for his
second
death.
too late.
A panicked decision. The monkey didn't even know she was making a choice. Why give us this? It's a crumb, nothing more.
Oops, okay.
I flirted with Roman, and I've never shared that with anyone. I flirted with my therapist. I wasn't exactly unfaithful, but I think I might have been, given the opportunity.
A tiny betrayal, barely a morsel. So small, it could never fill our stomachs.
I promised Hannah. I betrayed a friend's trust and revealed her secret to someone else.
Not a betrayal. Not a selfish lie, not cowardice. This nibble tastes like ash and only serves to stoke our ravenous hunger.
Okay.
When I let my boyfriend walk out the door and out of my life, I gave up on him, and on us.
Gutless monkey, afraid to face the truth. The regret is strong. It throbs like a pumping heart, a proper morsel, mouth-watering. But this satisfies no hunger. We want more.
Still, we'll take this little piece of you. It belongs to us now, and you'll have no memory of it.
And in exchange, you'll give me the Soul Stone?
We will not. We made no promises. The Soul Stone is ours. We need it.
If you do that, you'll not only be destroying everything and everyone, you'll be all alone. Who will worship and fear you when they're all gone?
So what else can you offer us, monkey? What can you give of yourself to prove that this matters?
I don't know.
You demand that we give up the thing that feeds us and keeps us warm. And you cannot make a similar sacrifice.
You're right. I can't. I don't have what you're asking for. I'm human. I've made terrible decisions, but I don't linger on those decisions. I move forward and live with the consequences. Shame, anger, disappointment, regret. That's not what feeds me. I survive because I let go every day. Because I have hope and faith in the future. Not because I look back. That goes for most people. And all I want is to give those people a chance to make their choices, good or bad, and carry on living and learning. If that's not enough for you, then I have nothing. And if I don't, if I fail to bring the Soul Stone to the first dreamer, Lux dies. The dream ends. There will be no one around to remember any of us, or the choices we've made that brought us here. It all hinges on this moment in time.
We know this, little monkey. This is why we are giving you the Soul Stone. But you must do one thing for us in return.
Anything, as long as it's mine to give.
You must remember us when the dream is in you. The world needs us. Without the sisters, without the Yaga, there is no fear, no imagination. Every dream needs a nightmare.
I don't think I could forget, even if I tried. Yes, I'll remember you.
Good.
Good. Good. Here is the Soul Stone. Take it, use it to wake Lux. We would have done it ourselves, but the Dreamer Monkey is the only one with that power.
Sweet, we got the Soul Stone.
How do I get there?
Someone's coming. Little furry thing. They will gift you a beast to ride. Go to Lux. You will feel Lux like a lantern in the dark. Follow the light. Save the dream, Dreamer. Become one with the first.
What does that mean?
You'll find out.
And the clever monkey, beware the wizard of lies.
He schemes, he plots. He wishes to remake the world.
He wears a mask. He harbors ambitions. He always did, but now...
There's something in him. It's a dangerous thing, little monkey. Watch out. Now, leave.
That's not good. Ominous. Achievement unlocked, TMI.
Where did you disappear to?
I have a thing about huge monster houses. I don't like them.
Oh, you're the worst sidekick.
That's what they keep telling me. I honestly don't know why. Let's go back and find the furry little halfling thing again. I bet you he didn't wait for us. I bet you he's long gone.
She's letting us go. What did you do? We're free. Time to go. Thank you, Dreamer. Find Lux. Save the dream.
Okay. You're welcome, little wisps. Oh hey, it's Mole!
Is this the one?
That's her. That's Zoe.
You face Yaga and live? This is impossible.
Pterodactyl?
Who are you?
Might as well go with what everyone calls me here. Another Banda. I thought Ben was the only one left. She seems impressed with me. I should probably use another Banda. Who are you?
I'm Mole. Not long ago, I was terror of Marcurian underworld. Now I'm last of Banda. Together with little one here, of course. So, how you survive, Yaga? You strike bargain like witches of old? Sell yourself to Yaga for freedom and power? Do you serve Yaga now?
I don't serve anyone, and no bargain. I'd like to learn more about the Yaga. Who is the Yaga?
I only know what elders tell me when I was child, and I only ever encounter Yaga's servants. One of them lived in this forest before. She was Gribbler, twisted, ancient, evil thing. No one but Yaga know what Yaga truly is. Those who face her never come home, aside from you. My grandmother tell me Yaga was born before beginning of time. Lux and Yaga, light and dark, dream and nightmare. Balance is in everything human. When our world takes shape, so did Yaga. One became three. Three sisters. Innocence, age, decay. All aspects of life. More than the first dreamer, Yaga understand life. She understand mortality. Mortality in her blood. Maybe why she hate the living so much. Why she grew mean and hungry. She spread her will across world into witches and warlocks, sorcerers and necromancers, the weak and malleable. But as old magic fade, so do Yaga. Wizard Clax and Gribbler were two of her last servants, and April Ryan defeated them both. After that, they say, Yaga was diminished. Now Wicker Witch of North is joke to humans of Mercuria. They remember nothing of what she was. They never see their young eaten by night. But Yaga is not the night that threatens world now. Her darkness is different darkness, one that balances light, necessary darkness. She is nightmare that feeds imagination. The other darkness, well, other darkness is deeper and final. A black fire that spreads and burns until nothing left, until time itself is ashes.
Yikes.
Even Yaga feared this darkness.
I believe that's why she let me go. So that I can help.
You got the Soul Stone?
You carry Soul Stone? What Soul Stone?
Yeah, and where?
You can
There's
trust
no
Bandu
pockets on
Masiri,
that.
Zoe. She is an elder. She returned from exile to help me find those who survived.
I have Lux's Soul Stone. I need to take it north, to the Ular.
Ular? Why Ular?
You know them?
I heard of Ular in stories.
Yeah, we got her
Ancient
actual
people
name.
inhabit ruins of their own civilization, high in border mountains. You know where to go?
I've seen a map. They live on Cloud Peak, in the mountains of Yedra.
Maps deceive. Go north and then west. A week's journey on foot before you start climb.
We don't have a week.
Rushing into anything is unwise. You carry Soulstone to Ular for what reason?
To return it to the first dreamer.
Lux is with Ular?
So my visions tell me.
Your visions?
I know this is hard to believe, but I promise
I believe. No need to promise. Story too unbelievable for Mole not to believe. Take Leapfur, human. Ride north, swift as wind. You will reach mountains by first light tomorrow. Leapfur can climb at least part of way. You'll be with Ular in less than 2 days.
She said someone would come, but that thing? Is it safe? I have no idea how to ride that.
Not to worry. Leapfur know well enough for both of you.
What will you do without a mount?
We use feet. Mole's not in rush. we walk slowly so that those of Banda who still live can hear us coming and meet us.
We're going east, Zoe. We'll follow the Banda who fled the Azadi. Maybe they still live. Maybe they...
We will find them, little one. Take Beast. Go north. Do what needs doing.
Yes, ma'am.
I feel darkness coming. Black fire. Cold as ocean. Perhaps you can stop this, dreamer. Nothing lost. Nothing gained.
Goodbye, Zoe.
Thank you, Ben.
Bye, Ben.
And good luck. I hope you find your people again.
Gotta love when we ride a fucking pterodactyl. I'd say those are pretty purple mountains. Bye, Ben. Glad you're not dead.
Thanks for coming. I know you're busy.
It's not often I get to see you. Why
Mother
this
Utana?
place?
It's safe and symbolic, maybe? It was a safe house before it was raided by Azadi soldiers, under Kian's command.
I see. So, what news do you have for me, Elena? Your message said...
Kian has left for Gian, together with Liko, the Donmari warrior.
For Gian? The prison camp for magicals? Light. Why? What does he hope to accomplish there?
This is Kian we're talking about. He believes he can save everyone. He also believes Gian holds the key to the future of the Empire.
But breaking into a fortified prison camp? He won't stand a chance.
That's why I messaged you, Mother. This might be an opportunity.
You did the right thing, child. Come, let's talk. We do not have much time.
Lots of cutscenes again. Tis such language. Splat. Oh, sorry, splish.
All right. I suggest we scale the fence over there and make our way into...
We should split up.
You've read too many copper coin serials, Liko. Splitting up makes us vulnerable.
Stay together, we could both end up dead. Part ways, and one of us might still make it out, even if the other doesn't.
That's a possibility, but I still think...
Besides, one of us has to locate the administrator's quarters.
How do you know there'll be one of them?
This is an Azadi camp, Kian. There will be detailed records and documents.
Kian, your beard is clipping
If
through
you
your
want to find
cloak.
a single prisoner amongst thousands, you'll need records. I'll climb the fence, enter the camp, create a distraction. I look like the prisoners. I can speak to them. If necessary, I can blend in.
Yeah, just don't get
You
caught.
find the administrator in the records. That tower looks like a good place to start.
Where do we meet?
If we make it that far, I'm sure we'll figure something out. Try not to die.
Alright, have a nice night,
You
Banana
still owe
Boy.
me your life.
Stream's almost done
Oh, I
anyways.
intend to stay alive. I hope you're on good terms with your gods.
I'm on excellent terms with my gods.
If you know the
If I'm going to find prisoner records anywhere in this camp,
cutscenes, I will quit.
it'll most likely be inside that tower. That section of the prison walls appears to be part of the old castle fortifications, from when the Necromancer King ruled Gien. The wall connects with the tower. If I can get up there, I might find a way
Want to
in.
introduce me to your guts? Okay, we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and save and put us to the end. Man, I picked good music today. It's got funky. Man, a lot of stuff happened. We got our memories sucked away by the Baba Yaga. We hung out with Crow some more. We saw Brian Westhouse, and he was being sketchy as fuck. We did a lot, and there was some random kiddo that was being super prophetic, and we got an achievement for prophecies. So, don't know what that's about. Maybe it'll come up later. But yeah. Yeah, Brian was super sketch. And he's making me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, was he sketchy at the end of Dreamfall too? I don't remember. What was he doing in Dreamfall? Like, we saw him show up at Benrime's inn, I thought. I don't know, it's all blurring together. But yeah. That's right, he was in the library with the White Dragon. And we don't know if he was there at the same time that she got murdered. But one thing's for sure, she knew whoever killed her. Or at least we assume we do. But I get a kick out of Crow. Crow is the bestest boy. And the fact that you get to hear him going, "Yape!" His scaredy cat noises, or sorry, scaredy crow noises. They're just so good. He's a goob. He's a goober. And I don't remember if we get to off Owner Hilaris, but he needs to die. In my opinion. He needs to either be imprisoned or executed, or he just makes me want to take a bath in acid. I do not like Owner Hilaris. I don't think he's, like, I'm pretty sure he's not supposed to be. He's not supposed to be liked. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I had a great time hanging with y'all, and I hope you have a wonderful night, my lovelies.